Okay, now we've come to an example where we're given the 26th term and the 31st term. And the question is, let's find the first term, A1, and the common difference, D, for the arithmetic sequence. Well, this creates a bit of an issue because we're missing some information, obviously. So what we're going to do is we're going to consider that maybe we could set up kind of a very basic system of equations, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and this, when I say basic system of equations, we're going to be applying a system, but you may not look at it as a system when we get down to the solving part. But let's take a look. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to note, well, A26 is equal to A sub 1 plus, and we're looking at the 26th element, so 26 minus 1 times D. So what's A26? It's 324. 324 equals A1 plus 26 minus 1 is 25D. Okay? We've got that so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to solve for A1. I'm going to say A1 equals, and I'm going to say, well, I can just move this over. 324 minus 25D. Now this is very intentional. All right, so we're going to get back to that in a second, but let's take a look at the next one. If I have A31, it's going to be the same thing. A1 plus 31 minus 1 times D. So we're going to work it out exactly the same way. This one being 379 equals A1 plus 30D in this case. Okay, so now we're going to move this same thing over and solve for A1. A1 is going to be 379 minus 30D. Now this is where we're getting to this part where I say, well, we're looking at kind of a system. Well, since both of these are equal to A1, we can actually equate each of them, set them equal to each other, and we can solve for D. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to approach this system very, very simply. Okay, 324 minus 25D should equal 379 minus 30D. Now, how you choose to approach this problem is really up to you. All right, so let's just say, I don't know, I'm going to add 25 over here, add 25D. That cancels that out, and I'm going to subtract 379 over here. That's one way to do it. All right, that cancels out there. We're left with, in this case, negative 55 equals negative 5D, and then you divide both sides by negative 5, and you get what? D equals a positive 11. So we found the first part, the common difference. Now let's find the first term. Well, that's easy. That's very easy to figure out, because all that you have to do is take the D now and plug it in. And so let's just plug it in right here. All right, let's do that. All right, and we'll find A1. So 379 minus 30 times 11. So that's A1 equals 379 minus, okay, and 30 times 11 is 330, right? So we subtract that and we get an A1 equal to 49. There's the other answer we were looking for. Now you can go ahead and you could plug it in, your common difference D in here, and you should end up with the same answer. So if you'd like to do that, you definitely can. But as far as I'm concerned, the problem is solved. We found A1, we found D, the common difference. So we're good. So if you have any questions, be sure to get in touch with me in the comments below. But if this video was helpful, be sure to like and subscribe.